You can also go from not winning a contract to winning a contract. I'm asked quite regularly. I got a cage code. I'm registered in a state. I heard about government contracting. I've submitted all these bids. Submitted 1, I submitted 20, I submitted 30. The number one reason a person, a company, has not won a contract is as follows. You don't believe it and see it and know it's there. I interviewed a woman. She wrote a check. She took one of those checks you get in the mail. She took one of these checks. She wrote a dollar amount. She taped it up and she manifested a contract because she believed in herself. You must believe that you can do it and you can win, and then also implement the action. But one of the biggest reasons, even this remark, I'm a firm believer in building a foundation on which to build. Do we do that with kids? I don't have any kids, but I mean, I know that didn't happen. That's how I came into existence. It doesn't mean that people don't. It doesn't mean that a person doesn't take the time to say, here's the planning. We're gonna get pregnant by this time. We're gonna have this set up, and here's all the checks. I got it. But it doesn't typically work like that. Life, for the most part, it happens. It happens to us. But here's what I also know. What I also know is you don't have to know everything. You didn't have to know everything to be an amazing parent. And that's what it takes to win in government contracting, is you believe I don't have to have everything lined up. If the intent is to be perfect, this is not the space for you. If you say to yourself, okay, well, let me first practice. Let me get some practice under my belt. This is not boxing. This is not bodybuilding contest. As an entrepreneur, you are building as you're flying the plane. The next way you win is you ask for a debrief. Anytime you don't win, you immediately send an email to the point of contact and you say, hi, my name is Dr. Kizzy Parks. I am writing in response to solicitation number, and I would like to request a debrief. That's all you need to do. That's it. Often what you're going to find is it has nothing to do with your proposal. For most of you, some of you may need Proposal Master Academy, proposal.wins.com. Some of you may not. Sometimes it's pricing, which can easily be fixed. Often it's you researching the pricing before you submit your bid. So you have an idea that in the past, if they paid $50,000 for janitorial services and your quote is $155,000, chances are you're not going to win. Next is bidding on things that are going to be challenging to win. In my book is available on Amazon or winnerswaybook.com. I talk about low risk, medium, and high risk items. Low risk, I need cell phones, things printed, GPO.gov. I need the walls painted. So you want to make sure if they're asking for things that are above what you can comfortably provide, chances are you're not going to win. For instance, there's a gentleman in my session right now who he has won like 7 janitorial, maybe 9 janitorial contracts. Janitorial is low risk, minimal risk, doesn't take a lot whatsoever to execute janitorial work. So therefore, it's easier to win janitorial. Now, if you're looking to provide a Wi-Fi network to the Pentagon, that's going to be something that's going to be more challenging to win because the expectations are much higher as far as what they have, right? And so out the gate, if you're bidding on things that your win rate tends to be low, then chances are you're just not going to win those. So the formula to win is also making sure you follow instruction and you give the agency what they want. If they're asking for insurance, you give them insurance. If they're not asking for insurance, don't give them insurance. If they're asking you for a resume, give them a resume. If they're asking for your reps and certs, then you give them your reps and certs. That's what's really important to do, is just follow instruction, follow instruction, follow instruction. That is it. It's as simple as that. The other thing is getting caught up on, I have to have a capability statement. I have to have a website. I have to have the right back end. I have to have the perfect email address. No, all you have to do is go to Sam.gov, advanced search, small business set aside, solicitation, combined solicitation, you're done. So to make sure that your pricing is on point, one, you can ask them, I'm just really curious, what is your profit margin? I'm just curious, what's your profit margin on this? And if they say it's 50%, then you mark that down because there's another company that you can get to do the work. Also, you can go on ChatGPT, probably the free version, and ask, what is the average rate for lawn maintenance in Keokuk, Iowa? So then you have an idea. You have this really cool short video where I interview a gentleman and he put in this bid for plumbing and it was a preposterous amount of money. And he kept calling and calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. And finally, the government agency said, listen, sir, we're not awarding this to you. Your price is too high. I mean, the same is with you. If I said to you, okay, right now, my book is $100,000, you're going to be like, this lady is crazy. What is going on with this book? Did Beyonce sign this book? Is Beyonce part of this? And even if I said yes, you still are going to be like, I don't know about that. I can get an outfit and go to her concert, but I don't know about a $100,000 book. Business is about taking risks. And that's one of the key ways to win is by taking risks. Most people don't want to. They want everything pretty, everything manicured. They want it to be just right. They want the porridge to be perfect. Then they may do it. But it's all got to be perfect. Every single thing. That's not business. Nothing in business is perfect at all. Been submitting, no wins, but my proposal writing has gotten better. That's awesome, Yvonne. Make sure, I'm going to reiterate, if and when you don't win, you just simply ask, this is Dr. Kizzy Parks and I'm writing concerning solicitation number. I would like to request a debrief to find out why you didn't win. It could be as simple as a form. It could be resume. It could be pricing. It could be none of the above, but you want to find out. But here's what I want to say. What Ashley said is spot on. You learn as you go. Check out old videos of Jeff Bezos when he kind of had hair. He knew he wanted to be the internet of everything. He knew he wanted to sell all of those things. Did he envision what he has today? I don't know. I don't think he did. And I read an amazing book about him, and it's like he learned as he went. When he first started out, people could bring their dogs to the warehouses. People were like handwriting descriptions. None of that occurs now. You got these interesting stories about Amazon warehouses, and all of it is algorithm and ChatGPT and AI. So he never foresaw that. I love and adore you guys. I'm going to hop off. You're amazing. Everything is possible. Thank you all. Have a glorious, glorious night. I'll add the links after the video's processed. Thank you for making it this long because we went. This was great. I was like tired and now I'm done talking too much. Bye, y'all. Y'all are amazing. Everything is possible. Check out winnerswaitbook.com. Of course, I'll be interviewing you soon, LT. I say in 5 months. Everything is possible. Take care, you guys.